the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Reeves.
Well, as we take a look at what's going on across the country, pretty cool to chilly across a good bulk of the region. But notice nothing too crazy. The only real warmth far southwest, South Texas, southeast. The rest of us is kind of typical January cold. Now, as we look to the north, there's some Arctic air brewing. I mean, we're talking about that -20 to -30 kind of stuff over northern Canada, and eventually this is going to mess with us. We're going to talk about when that's going to happen here in a little bit, but I mean, it's going to be on the way here shortly. Ahead of what's going on now, notice all kinds of colors. That's associated with our next storm system, which is basically right here. Watches, warnings, advisories posted out to the west. One stretch of winter storm watches. That's all these blue counties right here. That's kind of the track of where the most significant wintry stuff going on with this is going to be. And notice a bulk of that off to the north and west of us. So here's kind of how it all plays out tomorrow morning. Seasonably kind of cold, upper 20s, mid 20s across the area. Not a bad afternoon, partly cloudy skies, highs into the 50s. Enjoy that. South winds. Not going to be a whole lot of that coming up here over the next couple of weeks. And then as we head into early Monday morning, here's 4. Notice rain starting to approach from the west. That's going to march eastward. We're in the upper 30s. Rain, maybe some of it heavy at times Monday morning, and then as we roll toward the middle of the day, that band moves through. We may get a little bit of dry air pushing here for a little bit. Notice we'll top out in the 40s on Monday, and then there's that snow on the wraparound side from the Panhandles up into Kansas, arcing into Missouri. That's mostly staying off to the north, but as this moves through, that wraparound moisture will likely impact us late Monday night and early Tuesday with maybe some snow across parts of green country. So here's kind of the scoop. There's the possibility of some light accumulations, maybe in that kind of dusting the 2-inch range, especially Tulsa to the north. That would lead to maybe some minor travel impacts. The more significant impacts from heavier snow and for travel would be, once again, from the Panhandles up through Kansas and then on into Missouri. Lesser impacts here. Still some uncertainty, though, so kind of stay posted. As we get more updates, we'll let you know. And then it's just going to be kind of a cold, raw, windy day on Tuesday with those temperatures generally in the 30s. So not too pleasant after that rolls out. Rainfall, though, could be pretty impressive across a good chunk of the area. We're talking in that ½ to maybe inch and a half area for eastern Oklahoma as far as rainfall goes. So pretty wet system. Then going forward from there, we'll be in between things. Wednesday and Thursday will really be pretty close to normal, but our next storm system, and then there's that Arctic air starting to sneak in. Those are going to kind of come on in together. And then as we head towards next Friday, this system will be moving in, so we'll see that chance for rain or more likely snow the way things look, at least right now with this system. Then that Arctic air spills into the area. It's just going to kind of hang out with us even as we head into the following week. It could be here for a while. So that's kind of what we're looking out for as we go forward. So just be aware of that. Some really cold air is going to be heading our direction here before too long. And as we take a look at just kind of the summary of things, once again, rain mainly, maybe some snow Monday night, early Tuesday. Minor travel impacts and accumulations are possible. Another system on Friday that looks to, once again, right now, mainly be a snowmaker. But once again, that could change as we get closer. And temperatures will go from basically kind of around where you'd expect this time of year into the freezer. And the models sometimes have a hard time figuring out exactly how these Arctic air masses are going to play out once you get to a week plus out. But patterns are showing that's likely going to be the case. And the scope of how cold and for how long, that's still yet to be worked out, but does look to be pretty cold. Our Sunday looks to be not too bad. Temperatures back into the 50s, and as we roll forward, rain becomes likely Monday, maybe ending as a little bit of snow Monday night to Tuesday. Then not too bad for Wednesday and Thursday, and then kind of gross for Friday, and then it just kind of stays disgusting. This is the kind of weather that would have me wanting to get the first flight to Fort Myers for like a month. That's your forecast. Sports will be up next.